In this video, I will show you how you can access the US Treasury yield on-chain. Let's get straight to it. Welcome back to the channel. Now, US Treasuries or real-world assets are coming to crypto. There's no question about it. And one of the great things is that you can access these US Treasuries in a KYC-free manner using some of these different protocols on-chain. Now, today we're going to talk about three different protocols: Frax, MakerDAO, and Angle Protocol, and I'm going to show you exactly how you can basically get started and earn that US Treasury yield on chain. So the first thing that you're going to need to do is you're going to need to get on chain. I'm sure everyone watching has a wallet, and I'm sure many of you watching have assets perhaps like USDC, Ethereum, USDT, maybe even Bitcoin. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to first of all check out some of these protocols. So let's take a look at Maker first. So MakerDAO, they've got their stablecoin DAI. Essentially what you can do is you can stake your DAI in their real world asset strategy. Remember that DAI is backed by a variety of real world asset collaterals, including US treasuries. And part of that yield gets passed over to the stakers who basically stake SDAI. So what you can do is you can go to this application Spark Finance, which is by MakerDAO, and essentially you can it's very, very simple. You connect your wallet and you just basically stake however much DAI you want. So if you've got 10,000 DAI, you can stake it directly in here and you can earn that 5% yield, which is equivalent to the US Treasury yield. Now, if you don't have DAI to begin with, just go to any sort of exchange or aggregator. I like to use the DeFi Llama aggregator. So we're on the Ethereum network, and let's say if you've got 10,000 USDC, you can basically convert it directly here. If you've got, let's say, 2 ETH, again, you can do the same and just convert it directly here. You can basically select any asset that you've got. If you've got 1 Bitcoin, again, you can convert it to DAI directly like that. What you can do is once you've got the DAI, you can simply head to Spark and essentially just deposit your DAI here. Now, I don't have enough money in this wallet. I wish I had 10,000 DAI, but maybe one day I will. For the moment, I'm not going to demonstrate it to you, but essentially you just click deposit and that's pretty much it. Now, in your wallet, you'll get returned this SDAI token. So SDAI will represent this token that's earning yield. That SDAI will earn yield, and you can convert that back to DAI anytime you want. So you just click withdraw. Let's say if you've got 10,000 SDAI, again, you're going to get a little bit of a bonus, and that's because remember, SDAI is accruing that treasury value. So SDAI is worth more than $1 because this has been out for some time, and in a year's time from now, SDAI will be worth another 5% from what it is today. So SDAI is basically the token that earns this treasury yield. The great thing is you can actually take SDAI and use it in a variety of other applications, including Aave or various other Ethereum applications, and in future potentially other chains as well. So it's very simple. You just click withdraw and then you can basically get your DAI back. And if you've got your DAI and you want to convert it into USDC or anything like that, just go to an aggregator like DeFi Llama and just convert it the other way around. So that's pretty much how Maker works. You can see that currently there's around 1.7 billion deposited in here. Very, very large, and I expect this to grow over time because Maker has shown itself to kind of survive the test of time. DAI is a pretty resilient, over-collateralized stablecoin, so people do trust it. But there are some risks, with this as well. You've got smart contract risk, you've got depeg risk, you've got default risk, including the collateral in case something goes wrong with one of those collaterals. And of course, there is blockchain risk. So please bear in mind some of these risks because you can lose your money. It's not risk-free. Nothing in crypto or DeFi is risk-free. So that's pretty much how this works. Let's move on to the next protocol where we're going to talk about Frax. Now, Frax have a very similar concept to that of Maker with DAI. Again, you can take your Frax in, which is a stable coin by the Frax protocol. It's pegged to the dollar. And again, you can do the same thing. You can take your Frax and convert it into SFrax again, which earns this US Treasury yield. Now, I've covered this in the past on Twitter and on YouTube, so go and watch those videos. But essentially, SFrax is this asset that's earning US Treasury yield as well. Currently, the yield is higher here than that on with DAI. We're earning 6.3%. Now, I do expect this to go down as the SFrax supply goes up. But I think at the moment you can arbitrage this better yield here and make the most of it. Again, just like SDAI, SFrax is obviously earning this yield, and that's why you're not getting a 1-to-1 ratio. In a year's time, SFrax will be 6.3% worth more than that of what it is today. And so, you will always get less and less SFRAX over time. But again, you can kind of convert it back. You can unstake this, and you can see, look, you're going to get more Frax, and that's because SFRAX is worth a little bit more. So yeah, similar strategy with Frax. They earn the treasury yield and they pass it on over to SFRAX holders. Again, you can basically get yourself Frax the same way as you would. Frax is also very liquid, and that's because of Frax's importance in the Curve ecosystem. So again, you can convert even 100,000 USDC and basically get 100,000 Frax. This is because of very, very good liquidity on Curve. And the last one that I'll talk about, I can't actually access at the moment. That's because they've geo-blocked me because I live in the UK. But you can actually use Angle Protocol if you don't live in any of these countries. You can use Angle Protocol. They have a similar concept, but it doesn't involve US treasuries, it involves Euro bonds. So if you want to diversify and get exposure to Euro bonds instead, again, you can use Angle Protocol and use that yourself. Again, it works in the exact same way. You take your Angle Euros, which is the stable coin for the Angle Protocol, and you deposit that and you will get staked Angle Euro tokens, and that will earn that yield that comes from Euro bonds, which I believe is a little bit less than that of US treasuries. So that's pretty much all I wanted to cover today. I just wanted to show you how to actually do it. We've talked about it many times, but just to show you, like, this is what you actually need to do. You need to go to this application, deposit your money like this, and you can always withdraw it as well anytime. You can check out the contracts and everything on here as well, which is really good. Same thing with Frax as well. You can see the contracts here. And of course your rewards as well. So yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to cover. The real world asset strategy is coming with US treasuries on chain. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Follow my newsletter because I do write about some of this stuff, especially with all this real world asset stuff. I do really like it. And I'll be back with plenty more content in the near future.